In Bitcoin, the term virgin coin usually refers to Bitcoin that comes directly from a Coinbase transaction. This does not mean morally clean. It does not mean legally clean. It does not mean permanently clean. It means something much more technical. It means the Bitcoin originated from a newly mined block reward before being mixed into normal market circulation. Every Bitcoin block begins with a Coinbase transaction. That transaction creates the new block subsidy and collects the transaction fees paid by users in that block. When a miner finds a valid block, the Coinbase transaction is how that miner, or mining pool, gets paid. Bitcoin is very good at proving certain things. It can prove that a coin came from a specific block. It can prove that the coin originated in the Coinbase transaction of that block. It can prove whether that coin is moved. It can prove the transaction path from that original Coinbase output forward. This is the great strength of Bitcoin's UTXO model. Every spendable coin is not just a balance, it is an output with a history. But there is an important limitation. Bitcoin can prove transaction history. Bitcoin does not prove human identity. Bitcoin does not prove geography. Bitcoin does not prove the power source used by the miner. That distinction matters. There is also a rule many new Bitcoin users overlook. A Coinbase output cannot be spent immediately. It must first mature. Under Bitcoin consensus rules, Coinbase outputs require 100 confirmations before they can be spent. That means a newly mined coin must sit through roughly 100 additional blocks before it becomes spendable. This protects the network against chain reorganizations and prevents miners from spending block rewards that may not remain part of the final accepted chain. For tracking virgin coins, Sparrow Wallet is one of the best tools available to serious Bitcoin users. Sparrow exposes the UTXO model clearly. It supports labeling, wallet organization, coin control, and careful spending discipline. A buyer who receives Coinbase origin Bitcoin can label that UTXO in Sparrow with precise information. For example, virgin BTC, block height, Coinbase origin, miner or pool claimed, seller entity, jurisdiction claim, energy claim. Do not mix. The important point is that Sparrow tagging is local wallet metadata. It helps the owner track the coin. It helps prevent accidental mixing. It helps preserve an audit trail. It helps enforce disciplined coin control. But it does not write a certificate onto Bitcoin itself. The Bitcoin protocol does not know that a user labeled a coin virgin. That label lives in the wallet, not in consensus. A practical workflow looks like this. Receive the Coinbase origin Bitcoin into a dedicated Sparrow wallet or account. Wait for Coinbase maturity if the coin came directly from the miner. Open the UTXOs tab. Label the UTXO clearly with the block height, transaction ID, miner claim, jurisdiction claim, and supporting documentation reference. Freeze the UTXO if necessary. Do not combine it with exchange Bitcoin, Lightning liquidity, coin join outputs, ordinary spending funds, or mixed wallet history. Later, when spending or transferring that coin, use Sparrow Coin Control to select only the intended tagged UTXO. This is how provenance is protected in practice. Not by hope, not by memory, not by a vague story, but by disciplined wallet control. Now we reach the harder question. Can a buyer prove exactly who mined the coin? Sometimes mining pool identity can be inferred. Many mining pools include identifying text or tags in the Coinbase transaction. Analysts and pool identification tools can often map those tags to known mining pools, but this has limits. A mining pool tag may identify the pool. It may not identify the individual ASIC owner. It may not identify the physical facility. It may not identify the country. It may not identify the source of electricity. A pool can aggregate miners from many places. A miner can connect through infrastructure that hides the real operating location. The Bitcoin blockchain does not require a miner to publish a passport, power bill, facility address, or corporate audit report. This is why virgin Bitcoin by itself is not enough for highly restricted buyers. Some buyers want more than single-owner coins. They want to know that the Bitcoin was not mined in certain countries. They want to know it was mined using certain kinds of power. They want to know the miner was not using sanctioned infrastructure. They want to know whether the energy source was hydro, nuclear, solar, wind, stranded gas, flare gas, or grid power. Bitcoin does not natively prove any of that. Bitcoin proves proof of work. It does not prove geography. It does not prove energy source. It does not prove regulatory status. It does not prove environmental profile. Those claims require off-chain evidence. To certify miner location and energy source, a serious buyer needs an off-chain attestation stack. That means a known mining company or known facility, a signed miner statement, a clear link between the mined block, the Coinbase transaction, the payout address, and the buyer's receiving transaction, power purchase agreements, utility records, meter data. renewable energy certificates or energy attribute certificates when applicable, third-party audit, KYT review, and a chain of custody record from Coinbase receipt to final buyer transfer. This is not pure Bitcoin consensus. This is commodity-grade provenance. Gold has assay reports, diamonds have grading certificates, food has farm origin documentation. Bitcoin can prove the UTXO path, but miner identity, jurisdiction, and power source must be proven through documentation, signatures, audits, and contracts. There are already projects and companies working on this type of Bitcoin certification market. Some are focused on clean energy mining certification. Some are focused on institutional attestations. Some are trying to connect mined Bitcoin with energy records, miner identity, and third-party verification. One example is the Sustainable Bitcoin Protocol, which has been reported as completing a transaction involving clean mining tokens tied to Bitcoin mined using cleaner energy sources. For reference, include the CoinDesk article titled, "Startup Sustainable Bitcoin Protocol Completes First Transaction of Clean Mining Tokens." Refer to the CoinDesk article titled, "Startup Sustainable Bitcoin Protocol Completes First Transaction of Clean Mining Tokens." The link is provided in the description, but this remains an emerging market. It is not a universal Bitcoin standard. It is not enforced by Bitcoin Core. It is not enforced by Sparrow Wallet. It is not native to the Bitcoin protocol. That does not make it useless. It simply means buyers must understand what is being certified, who is doing the certification, and what evidence stands behind the claim. A weak certificate is marketing. A strong certificate is documentation, auditability, and enforceable chain of custody. For serious restricted buyers, the correct standard is not merely virgin coin. The correct standard is stronger. Single-owner Coinbase origin Bitcoin, miner signed provenance, pool identification, block height proof, jurisdictional attestation, energy source documentation, third-party audit, KYT review, and strict UTXO isolation from receipt through storage or resale. That is the difference between a story and a defensible asset record. For cccCloud level handling, the best model is simple and strict. Use a dedicated Sparrow Wallet for provenance-managed Bitcoin. Receive only documented Coinbase origin UTXOs. Attach supporting records outside the wallet. Label each UTXO with the block height, transaction ID, miner, pool, jurisdiction, energy claim, and restriction status. Never mix these coins with ordinary exchange Bitcoin. Never combine them with unknown history UTXOs. Never use them casually. And when spending, use coin control with discipline. In Bitcoin, careless mixing destroys the very thing the buyer paid a premium to preserve. The bottom line is direct. Bitcoin can prove the coin's on-chain ancestry. Sparrow Wallet can help preserve and manage that ancestry through labels, UTXO isolation, and coin control. But proving where the coin was mined, who mined it, and what power source was used requires off-chain proof. That means signed miner documentation, energy records, third-party audit, legal chain of custody, and disciplined wallet operations. This is the current frontier, not merely clean coins, not merely virgin coins, but documented provenance Bitcoin. A narrow market, yes, but a real one. Especially for institutions, family offices, restricted buyers, ESG-sensitive allocators, and high-security Bitcoin holders who want more than anonymous exchange inventory. They want Bitcoin with a traceable first owner. And in the future, that may become one of the most valuable forms of Bitcoin custody discipline. cccCloud LLC provides technical Bitcoin security, self-custody, node privacy, and provenance management guidance for serious Bitcoin users.